Hello hybrid shooters, I'm Rumer Garces and welcome back to my channel. It's 2021. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can make more videos like this. So today we're going to talk about the lenses that I use when I'm shooting photos and videos. So first we're going to talk about on the video side. What are the lenses that I bring with me and how I use it on a different scenario. I have here, actually my trilogy is my favorite lens, is my Tamron 17 to 28. Second, my 28 to 75 Tamron and my 70 to 200 f4 G lens. So these are my trilogy. If I'm just shooting alone, these are the three lenses that I bring it with me. And on the other side, I have also two of these, the 18 to 105 f4 G lens. So if I have another shooter, second shooter, and if I want to set up like more angles, so I put this on my APS-C, my two A6400, one on the left and one on the right. I can go closer on tight shots or on a wide shots. So we're going to talk about that later. On the photo side, I use all my prime lens. I have my 35 1.8, my 85 1.8, and my bazooka. This one is my bazooka, my Sigma 135 1.8. This one is really heavy. You cannot shoot on a wedding day, on a full day wedding, using this one. You're gonna end up breaking your back. And my only zoom lens that I use on a wedding day, this one is my favorite, the 70 to 200 2.8 GM lens. But I don't use this on a full day wedding. This one is also heavy. I only use this on a ceremony when I cannot really get close to the couple, or if I really want to get some reaction shots, creative shots, and emotional shots, so I don't get noticed that I was taking photos of them. So let's talk about the lenses that I use for videos. So first, the 17 to 28 millimeter Tamron. I love this lens. I use this mostly on a gimbal shots because it doesn't extend the barrel. It's really light and it doesn't take much weight when you add it on your gimbal, because the gimbal that I use is Ronin S, is really heavy, and the camera, the A7 III with the cage, and if you use the heavy lens on the gimbal, you're gonna get really tired in just about 2 hours. So that's why I love this 17 to 28, because it's really light. And if you want to get more focal length, you can use the APS-C mode, so you can go up to 42 millimeter focal length and use the clear image zooms. I don't see much difference on the quality. And I use this on mostly on establishing shots and on the detail shots, because you can really get close to the subject. It's like a macro lens. It's not really a macro, but you can really get close to it. And my 90% of the time, my Tamron 28 to 75. On my other camera, this one doesn't live on my camera. It stays on my camera 90% of the time, because this one is very versatile. So you can go wide and you can go tight shots, and you don't have to change your lens anymore because it's constant 2.8 aperture, and this one is also a constant 2.8 aperture. So this is a very good combination. You cover all from ultra wide to a very tight shots. And my 70 to 200 f4, this is my backup lens. I only use this on a ceremony. If I have another extra camera, I set this one at the back, and I can really get tight shots from head and shoulder without blacking anyway. So I really love this one. If I put it on APS-C, I will get more reach up to 300 millimeters. So that's why I always have this on my bag. But usually I use my 18 to 105 because this one have enough reach. So I have my two A6400 set up from left to right. I have one angle from the bride and one angle from the groom, and then I leave it as is and then track my couple, my bride and the groom. Just press on Sony camera. You all have to do is just press your subject, and even they move, it will track the subject. So this is the one I use. I have two of this one. And on my photo side, if I'm just shooting photos, I also bring my Tamron 70 to 28 because like I said, this one is very versatile lens. And my 85, this is really my combination if I'm only shooting photos, if I'm not shooting videos. And my 35 will be on my side as my backup. So these two is my 90% combination, shooting photos and videos. It has a 2.8 aperture and it has a 1.8 aperture, so you will get background separation as well. And if, of course, some of the creative shots and you can get close to the subject, that's why I have my 135 and my 70 to 200 lens. But those two lens, I don't recommend that because it's really heavy. Now, if I am shooting photos and videos alone, so my setup on that is I have 5 camera with me. One 28 to 75 is permanently on my videos. This will be permanently on the left side of my videos, and my 85 and 35 will be permanently on my photo side. So I have 2 camera. I am wearing the harness, 2 camera with me with 85 and 35 millimeter lens, and this one's on videos all day. I was shooting on 28 to 75. This is the only one that I used. And if I want to go on gimbal, I change my lens to 17 to 28, and then I use that on my gimbal. So I only use 1 camera on videos and 2 camera for photos. So these are my setup. And then when we go to the ceremony, I use 5 camera. So 1 camera will be focused on the bride walking down the aisle. I use my 18 to 105, and then 1 camera focused on the groom waiting down the aisle. I have another 18 to 105, and this one is on the gimbal. So I will replace that one with the 28 to 75 on the gimbal on my another A7 III. So that will be my 3 setup to 18 to 105 and my 28 to 75. Those are the 3 cameras that I use on the ceremony, so I can get 3 angles. And then on photos, these are the 2 combination that I use. So I have these ones after I got my shots on videos. I count just 1 2 3 4 5 until 10, and then go back, grab my photos, and then take multiple shots, and then move on a different angle, and then take another shots. So those are my combinations. So these 4 is really my favorite lens. So I can shoot photos and videos with these 4 lenses: 85 1.8, 35 1.8, Sigma 17 to 28, and the 28 to 75. So those are the lenses that really useful when you're shooting photos and videos. But if not, you're good with the one that I said earlier, the setup that I did. That's all for now. If you have any questions and you think that you have any more suggestion that I can improve my workflow, please leave a comment, and we'll see you next time. Peace!